welcome into your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you all are doing awesome. I'm recording in December. I think today is December 9th, 2024. So this reading is intended for the month of December, but because I'm a little bit late, I just want to put the intention out there that this could be at any time you come across this video. If you were guided to watch it and you feel connected to it, hopefully there is a message in here for you. But yeah, we're going to take a look at a 30-day outlook. Okay, so we're going to look at your personal energy, what's up with you at this time, take a look at the energy in your environment, and then we'll get some more details and go and see what there is to anticipate for you for the next 30 days, okay? All right. So let's get started. Take a deep breath, get comfortable. What is in the personal energy for the Cancer, please, at this time? Let's get a sense of where the Cancer is at. Mind, body, heart, and soul. Cancer. What is it for the Cancer, please? Ooh, the Empress. Beautiful. What a beautiful card to start off with as the first card for the entire reading. Oh, Queen of Wands with the Empress. Okay. And then you have the Ten of Swords that fell out. So the Ten of Swords fell out as I was pulling out the Queen of Wands. So I do feel that there is a mission or a goal that this Queen of Wands has to end a cycle, okay, and to finally put something to rest once and for all. Now, this is a general reading, so this is different for everyone, and it's going to show up differently for everybody. When I say end to a cycle, it could be something internally that you're going through, since we are going through looking at your personal energy. This could be mind, body, heart, soul type of thing, type of ending phase, or it could be something external, of course, right? And as we know, regardless of how you look at it, the internal or the external is a reflection of the internal anyway, right? So I think that the Queen of Wands is definitely working on putting something to rest here. Now, overall, with the Empress here, you're safe, you're secure, you're stable, you have more than enough, okay? You're healthy, right? You are living a life of pleasure, doing what you love, doing what you want, taking care of your people, being very nurturing. There is a creative aspect to this energy as well. So maybe some of you are really involved in a creative pursuit of some sort. You're also bringing something to life. Okay, so obviously with creation, that's essentially what's happening. You are bringing something to life into the material world, right? So this could be in the form of a project. It could be in the form of a child as well. But you are definitely in your zone. A Queen of Wands for a Cancer I love that energy. Like, that's one of my most, how can I say, like the card to pull for a Cancer, right, is sort of ideal, because the Cancer, although rules water, rules the ocean, is an emotional being, an emotional energy. The Queen of Wands brings the action under that, right? So when a Cancer is feeling extremely inspired and motivated and has a vision and is being pushed to create and bring this vision to life, like, the cherry on top of that is a Queen of Wands energy under that, because what the Queen of Wands energy does is light the fire and ignite this action-oriented, initiating energy to really get active, to really pursue this in the physical world, and to bring these things and these visions to life in the physical. And so that's why it's one of my favorite combinations, a Cancer with the Queen of Wands, because there's no stopping that, right? When that energy, that type of person has been ignited with this certain pursuit, they see it through, and they do whatever it takes to make it happen. And the Cancer, just in general, is very tenacious and persevering. especially when they really, really, really want something, right? And I do feel that with you at this time. Again, this could be during the month of December or anytime you're listening to this. Now, because I'm saying that, I think one of the things that you are ending, or the cycle that you're ending at this time, has to do with the inaction. All right. So the total opposite of what you're doing now. So you may be taking action now. Therefore, this phase of not taking action or of not doing anything or feeling pinned down and unable to get things going, right? Unable to get back up on your feet. Metaphorically, this could be unable to feel inspired and motivated again, right? From an emotional perspective, or unable to change your belief system and your mindset from a intellectual perspective, right? So again, we're thinking mind, heart, body, soul here, right? So I think you're ending that phase of feeling pinned down, feeling like you cannot do something, feeling like the world is against you, and things are not going your way, or just overall just not feeling motivated. I'm also getting like physical assertion. I'm getting diet, exercise, routines when it comes to these types of things. Today is the 9th, so a couple days ago we did have the planet Mars go retro. Okay, so although it's in Leo right now, it's going to spend the majority of this retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So I think that there's an essence of going back to a month ago, right? A month or two ago. And maybe some things that you wanted to do then, but just couldn't get going for whatever reason. There's this element of like, okay, the coast is clear, the doors are open, the doors of opportunity are open, you're motivated again. Let's revisit some of these things that you wanted to do back then, but couldn't for whatever reason, and see if you can now, right? With the Empress saying that, okay, now is the time, you have what you need, now you can do the things. So it's a really ideal time for a Cancer specifically, even though this planet is going backwards and in retrograde, to revisit some of these things and really get the ball rolling with the Queen of Wands here. So I really love that for you. You're just feeling motivated, like I said, inspired. Maybe you are instilling some of this energy into your loved ones, into your family, the people around you, and you want others to feel the same way. And so, maybe you're doing some like motivational speeches, or, trying to pump others up as well and make them feel this energy as well. But because the Empress gives and affects her surroundings, his or her surroundings, it does feel like you want others to be on board. Okay, let's see what's in the environment. So we're looking at the energy for the environment. This can come in the form of people, places, situations, circumstances. Mostly it's like what is pushing this energy up top here. Whoa, yeah. A big surprise, a change of some sort, something to just sort of snap you out of it and get you out of this Ten of Swords energy. Bring the color back into your life, bring the fresh air back into life. We'll see what else comes with it. But the Tower is definitely telling me that in your environment, in your life at this time, change is happening unexpectedly as well. You have the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you, this has to do with work, okay? Change in your work environment that you weren't expecting, but this, depending on your perspective and how you see this situation, can be obviously a good thing or a bad thing. And then you have the Four of Wands with the Chariot at the bottom, which is your card. So this is really beautiful energy. It's gonna feel in your environment like there's stuff to do. Like maybe you're super busy or something like that. Excuse me, sorry. I had to drink something. But this tower is just shaking up your routine. Okay. And I do feel that your routine had a lot to do with this Ten of Swords here, of just this darkness, this cloud hovering over you, and making you feel like there's nothing left. There's like, you don't want to do anything. And even if you wanted to do something, you're stuck and you can't do anything, like things like that. And the lightning of the power of this tower energy here is just like striking that and blowing all of that up and creating cracks in the routine, creating cracks in the mindset, giving you opportunities and things here and there to like say like, hey, like, okay, well, if I do that, then I can do this afterwards, right? Like it's just expanding. I feel expansion here with this energy. So one little thing, one little opportunity that you get can lead to another thing. And then before you know it, you're completely out of this Ten of Swords. You're in the Empress, Queen of Wands energy. And it's just like you're awake and you're alive again. Which comes with a level of energy packed behind that, right? Physical energy of doing things, literally doing things. It could be working like a new job and you're working a lot. There could be more demands put on you from a work perspective, or even at home, family dynamics where you have more to do. Granted, we are in the holiday season, for a Cancer being the matriarch or the feminine, the mother, the nurturer in the family, always doing things, especially during these holiday seasons. That could be a deal. That could be a reason why this is coming up. And then, of course, the Four of Wands. I mean, gosh, like this energy is beautiful. This is home, family, love, union, people in the household taking care of one another, loving one another. There's celebration here as well. It feels like it's so crazy how this is coming through, because for one, if you follow my videos, I'm a Cancer. And this Four of Wands, typically in the Rider-Waite depiction of it and what it looks like, or regardless, it has to do with a home, right? There's home energy that has to do with the Four of Wands. And this one looks like a spaceship, or like a out of this world, like otherworldly type of universe going on here, and like futuristic things happening within this place. And me and my family call our home the spaceship, right? Like we live in our own spaceship. So there's something about that, like making your home feel like it is your entire world. Like there's nothing outside that you need. I mean, you can get everything delivered. If you want to go to the grocery store every now and then, great, or whatever. But like, other than that, like, what else do you need? Everything comes to your doorstep now, right? Like you can work from home now. Your kids can go to school from home now. You can entertain yourself and create and really like live, but within the home, which is this like essential Cancer vibe here of what Cancer represents. So maybe some of you, like in your environment is your home, and you are working on creating this sense of creating a world, right? A sustaining world at home. Maybe some of you are growing your own crops. Maybe you have like is it livestock? Is that the right word for it? Livestock? I don't know. Like maybe you have some chickens, and so you get your eggs from there, or some herbs, like an herb garden, or like, I don't know, a tomato plant or something like you're getting your food from home, right? Like you're doing everything from there. And the Eight of Pentacles is also depicting this as well. This person is in the kitchen and she is doing work and she's baking all of these pies. So it's an element of really like zoning in, right? There's no distraction in the outer world. There's no distraction outside of you. It's just you, your house, your family, and building that and creating a sanctuary there, which I really love for you. But the Tower here, although the Tower is definitely making me feel like you're out of this Ten of Swords energy, I feel like there's something else behind it. It's not revealing itself completely just yet. Okay. So we have to see what this is about. I may pull a clarifier here. But I hope this is relating to some of you. Let's see. What is it about the Tower that I'm missing that I can't pick up on right now? Knight of Cups. Okay, so first thing I thought of is astral projection and someone's spine. Okay, so I don't want to go into like completely negative vibes. This doesn't have to be completely negative either, but there is an element of someone being surprised at your life and how you are building it and living it, and they don't understand it, or they're just surprised by it. This Warrior of Cups is the Knight of Cups. Okay, so there is that energy of the Knight, right? Being an action-oriented type of energy, which we already know that you're in from an emotional standpoint because of the water, the cups. But the way this is depicted, it is giving me astral meditation, like seeing things from the higher realms, the higher perspective. So I don't know if you're connecting with your spirit team or you're doing a lot of meditating and then like suddenly you see something from the other side, you know, or suddenly you tap into a gift that you don't know you had, because it's surprising. Okay. And for most of you, it does make me feel like you tap into this way of astral projecting or coming out of your body or seeing something past or present, future, and it surprises you. Okay. Or this could be someone in your environment where they astral project into you and they see you and it surprises them. I don't know. Doesn't have to be astral projection, but it's the first thing that came to me. It is still this element of something is surprising from an emotional, sensitive, spiritual standpoint because of the cups here. Okay, there's some type of like right? Like clairvoyance, or I don't even know all the clairs, but they are coming through here. And then you have the Magician at the bottom, definitely. There is an element of the sixth sense, you know, being activated in some way. There's an element of magic being activated in some way. Page of Swords, you're learning something new, or there is communication. Okay, there is communication coming through that may really surprise you. This is going to take you back. Or again, this could be someone else that gets surprised. But definite communication with a Knight of Cups type of person. For some of you, if you're expecting to hear from a lover, a romantic, like a person that you have a romantic situation with, that can happen. For some of you, I'm feeling like, what is this? Like, here I am, you know, like in like just this huge presence just coming through, like opening your doors to your home, like I'm here, you know, like just showing up. But you're super busy, or somebody here is super busy working on building this world that I don't know if you're necessarily paying attention to this, okay? I'm also getting that with this routine or with this work that you're doing, especially at home, something happens where you do go into another realm. At home, for some of you at home, you're doing work and you're one way. But in the spiritual world or in another world, doesn't have to be spiritual, but let's just say your work environment or, you know, something like that. It's like you show up as this ninja or this, I don't know, like you have another persona somewhere else. Again, this could be physically, like in your like home work dynamics, like two different personas, or this could be in the spiritual realm that in here on this 3D world, you do what you do, but in the spiritual world, you're like a light worker, or you're a shadow worker, or something like that, where like you're going out and you're vibrationally like from a frequency energetic perspective, doing work out there as well. Okay. These two cards, what I clarified, this is for the person who is expecting communication, or who is going to communicate with a romantic person, right? Like, so maybe you're dating someone, seeing somebody, but this person is catching you off guard, and they are showing up and they're giving a big presence in your life. Okay. As you are working on your routine, as you are building this world inside of your home, this person comes from without, okay, and is coming in. So something to keep in mind there. If you're not expecting that, it could be a surprise. All right, so let's go in and take a look at the rest of this 30 days here. What details can we get? What does Cancer need to anticipate? What does Cancer need to expect or prepare for? Let's break down the month here. Start off with the beginning of the month, or at the time of this video as you are listening to this. Ooh. Page of Cups. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, not three. What was I going to say? Was I going to say Three of Wands? Is Three of Wands going to come through? What is... Anyway, Queen of Wands. So you have the Queen of Wands twice. Yeah, you know, this is a general message. It's not a love reading, okay? But there is, for a few of you here, there's love energy, all right? And I don't know why I feel so hesitant to, like, talk about it. Like, I don't want to... I don't know, there's like a blockage, or like a throat voice thing going on, where like I feel hesitant to say it. So I don't know if you feel that way, or the person coming in feels hesitant, or somebody in your energy feels hesitant. It does feel like there's third party, not from the sense, I shouldn't have said those words. It feels like interference, not third party. It feels like interference. And sometimes I get that in these readings, okay? It's almost like there's energy in the person's life, right? Like a person or something like that, who doesn't want me to see certain things or read certain things. And that's what it feels like. It's like I'm being stopped from saying it. Okay. So we'll see how this evolves, but there is definitely new love, romantic energy coming through. You are being admired, it feels like. Okay, the Queen of Wands is such a loud presence, or a visual presence, right? Because the Queen of Wands is ruled by fire. This person, male or female, is out there. And so when they show up somewhere, they are noticed and they get attention. And so it feels like you are definitely being admired or noticed here. Okay. You have the Five of Pentacles. And the Empress again. Seriously. What is this Five of Pentacles is throwing me off? There's somebody that needs help. That's another thing. Okay. Somebody needs help. This Page of Cups, that this person that I was picking up on, even though they have emotional feelings for you, okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a family member, but somebody that you have like an emotional tie to is not doing very well. All right. And may come forward and, you know, request some help or ask you for help, or somebody, is showing up out of nowhere and is like wanting to hang out or, just talk on the phone or whatever, just sort of think of like what their motive is, especially if this person is not somebody that you normally speak to or that you normally hang out with. Okay. Because there could be a reason here. Somebody is just in a state of like they've lost something. Okay. They could be sick. Their family members can be sick. They could have lost money or a job in some way. But yeah, you're the Empress, you're the Queen of Wands. It's like they are attracted to your wealth, or they're attracted to your high vibing energy. Like they feel safe with you. They feel that you can take care of them. They feel that you can solve their problems. And you have the heart, or you have the mentality of helping others. I don't know. It just doesn't make me feel very, like, I don't trust it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it was hard for me to even go there with them. So maybe they are like tiptoeing. It feels like somebody is tiptoeing around, why they're in your life, or why they're with you, or why they're coming over, or something like that. Like they don't want you to know the complete truth. And this happens now, okay? This is like in the next week. What else, please? Let's go into the middle of the month. Now, for some of you, it's a matter of you were feeling like you were at a loss, probably financially here, and you are definitely coming out of that phase. Okay, just like we said from the top, you're coming out of a phase of feeling like you weren't enough, or feeling like you didn't have enough. There is a lack mentality that was happening, and you're coming out of that. And this Page of Cups is you just feeling good again, right? Emotionally. When a Cancer is struggling financially, or from a health perspective or something like that, their emotions reflect that, right? Like they don't feel whole. So you may be coming into some money, you may have gotten a job, or you may have gotten some, the answers that you needed, or I don't know, something positive coming through with the Empress and Queen of Wands. So now your emotional state is getting better with the Page of Cups. Okay. Let's go into get a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles. Strength. Strength and Six of Wands. So there's accomplishment, right? So you probably were struggling and needed to have all of your courage and strength to get through something. And then it's like, ooh, I did it, here with the Six of Wands. So you accomplished this thing. You got over this obstacle. Yeah, but you had to summon all of your courage and energy in order to do that. So good. But it does feel like energy that you're coming out of. Okay, let's go into the middle of the month. Six of Pentacles. Again, here's that helping hand. Seven of Swords, we do not like. Justice, at least getting justice. Karma. I'm feeling instant karma here. One more. And the Page of Wands. Okay. Well, the Six of Pentacles does talk about a give and take. All right. It talks about being of service and helping your fellow people, your fellow man, or whatever. This could be you needing help, but I'm feeling more so that somebody is needing your help, as we already established from the beginning. It makes me feel like someone went to the wrong person. It's like if somebody went to you and thinking that you were going to open your doors to them and be of service and help them out in whatever they needed, right? As long as they came in kissing your ass and pretending that, you know, there's this Page of Cups energy, right? Like, maybe they're overly doing it with the admiration and the compliments and, you know, just boosting your ego, or I don't know, this like charming, like BS type of stuff. And then the middle of the month, once this happens, it makes me feel like somebody did not expect your reaction. Someone did not expect you to be the justice here, right? To call them out, to see through their facade, to identify and pinpoint what their motive is. I just feel like you see it. You see it for what it is. You see them for what they are. And it's just like, what are you doing? You know, like, why are you even here? Why did you think that I was going to help you? You know, you're lying to me. You're bullshitting me. You know, you're not just like, just tell me what it is that you want. It does feel you get the truth. This person gets called out. You're not phased. Okay. You're extremely like unbiased, very objective, you know, just wanting to stick to the facts. Like, it doesn't matter either way, right? You just know the facts and that's it. And you probably send this person on their way. Somebody here is also like telling you, like, I can do this. I'm hearing that. Like, somebody's like, look what, like, I can do this, or we can do this. Like, they want you to accept them, or they want you to accept their proposal. Like, they have this idea. They want you to buy into it. They want your help with it. They want you to feel the same way, you know. They want reciprocal give and take type of stuff here. But it just makes me feel like you came out of nowhere, right? Like, how dare you expect me, this is you saying, how dare you expect me to just like stop my life or stop what I'm doing just because you want me to, right? Like, it doesn't make sense. What is the Seven of Swords? Two of Cups. I don't know, Cancer. The Moon. The Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, whoever was dealing with the romantic situation and this person coming into your life and just like making their presence known of like, hey, look at me, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. And they're charming you and they're being like overly romantic or whatever. It does have to do with that, okay? It has to do with the proposal or the idea of, you know, being in a relationship or coming together romantically. But you definitely don't know everything. With the Moon here, there's so much that is unsaid. There's definitely a motive. This is just validating for me that there's a motive. Their situation has changed since the last time you spoke with them or since the last time they were in your life. Okay, their situation has changed. You have changed. Your life is different now as well, with the Wheel of Fortune telling me this here, right? You may not know what has changed in their life. They may not know what has changed in your life. But it's all bullshit, okay? I'm sorry to say, if you were excited about it or whatever, like, I hope it works out for you, and I hope that once you get the truth out of them, if it works out for you, great. You know, I mean, there's a lesson here to be learned of like, why come at you in sideways, right? They just should have just told you the truth from the get-go. But regardless, you know, if it works, it works. But for some of you, I do feel that you know, you're not going to really appreciate somebody just barging into your life like that, thinking that you would just accept them with open arms. Like, that's not the Cancer style to begin with. And if they really knew you, then they would know that you're super defensive and you always have your wall up and you never trust anybody, right? Like, there's always this sense of like, that person is sketchy, I don't trust them, especially if they're coming out of nowhere. And on top of that, you have your boundaries. You don't appreciate when people do that. So them coming in so forcefully and full of shit and all of that, like, it's just like, who the fuck are you, you know, to come here and just disturb my world, right? This world that you're creating. It's ridiculous. And if you're cross watching for a Cancer and you know of this situation, or you're the one doing that, like, highly advise you not to. Okay. Death. Now we're looking at the end of the month. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Okay. Well, I don't know. Going back to the middle of the month here, I'm also getting that, like, you are fine. Okay, you're good. This thing that has come through, whatever it was that you were lacking, right? You thought you were lacking in some way. For some of you, it's a physical, financial thing. In the middle of the month, you start to see momentum, or you start to see results from something that the work that you've been putting into something. But there's a catch with the Seven of Swords. There's something that needs to be made right. There's something that needs to be aligned and balanced out here with justice. Okay, so just be careful. Like, if you're entering some kind of business deal or a new job, or, you know, however you get back on your feet here, whatever help you're receiving, whatever opportunity it is that you get, that you read the fine print, you ask all the questions, and that you also deliver accurate results. You also give accurate information, because there is an element of, like, not having all of the information here with the Seven of Swords. There's a catch. There is another side to the situation. It can be balanced out, as, you know, once you know the truth. And then it goes into a Page of Wands type of energy of the new. Okay, this is like a new endeavor, a new vision, something like that. There's a motive. There's another reason why somebody is giving you help. There's the opportunity that you got. There's a motive, right? Like, why you got that opportunity. You think that it's for one reason, but it's not. It's for some other reason. And I do feel that this Page of Cups turns into a Page of Wands, which makes me feel like you were going into it for one reason, right? But it turned out a different outcome. And it doesn't mean that you don't get it anymore. It's just different from what you expected. Or maybe your role is going to change, where you went in thinking you were going to play one role. And once you find out the truth of whatever this mess is, it turns out that you're actually going to be doing something else. Okay. And for whatever reason, justice is also saying, like, just let it happen. This is happening for a reason. You know, how it played out for a reason. Anyway, so at the end of the month, again, you have Death, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. Something that you've been waiting for a very, very long time finally shows up. Finally. Okay. And that's because you were changing. You were in a transition mode. And I don't know how long that took, but that does make me feel like it was the Ten of Swords phase that you were in. And then you come out of this transformative energy took a while, but you're finally out of it and you feel strong again. You feel stable again from a material physical perspective as well, which, like I said, when the Cancer is doing well financially, materially, physically, their emotions are on point, right? You can handle anything, okay? When you know that you're safe from a financial standpoint. So I don't know if this has something to do with that. But at the end of the month, you get your wish. Okay, you're feeling really good. You're feeling on top of the world. You're feeling accomplished here. Again, you get what you've been waiting for. Whatever it is that has taken so long, that does come through. All right. Let's get some oracle cards and just get some takeaway messages for you guys. Sorry, I know that's loud. Apologize. Just keep working on building your spaceship. What else, please? The oracle have to say to the Cancer. It's a lot. Lack and doubts should turn into release and surrender. Let it go. Purge it out. Connecting with your higher self. And then there's an element of guardedness and vulnerability here. This guarded and vulnerability makes me feel a little sensual, feminine, very much so. So if you're feminine, you may be feeling this way, or if you're a male, you may be dealing with the feminine who is feeling this way. But it's like, it's all of this, really, to be honest, because this lack mentality of the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, whatever it is that you were feeling, you know, it just had you in your head. It had you in the clouds, right? Like in the dark. And when you're in that state of feeling doubtful and like you're not good enough, you don't have what it takes, you know, you're not worthy, you're not valuable, you're not lovable, whatever it is. Once you're able to surrender this and understand the truth of this situation, right? You're probably healing from a trauma. You're probably healing from something that's been really like plaguing you your entire life. I don't know. But learning to release, surrender it, give it to the universe, give it to God, purge it out of your system will allow you to activate. And I do think that with the Death card and the Transformative card, even the Tower here is a sense of activation and getting out again of this darkness. And you feel that and you sense that and you feel good about it. You see opportunities, you see the blessings coming through here with these 3 cards at the end of the month. That it does just make you feel a little vulnerable, like a little, like this sense of vulnerability that equates to you feeling extremely blessed and grateful, right? Like if the universe or spirit just sort of went inside of you energetically and helped you, and you feel like you were seen, you feel like you were chosen, you feel like you were picked to have this blessing, you know? So it does make you feel really good. But it does come with work and learning how to release these mental blockages. If you were in lack, that means you had a lack mentality, right? We have to change our mental state, to change our emotional state, to change our vibrational state. It's all intertwined, and it all trickles into one another in order to actually manifest what we want. All right. So one more oracle card for the Cancer from the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. I'm not going to take those. Sorry if it's crooked. Let's try this again. Okay. Heart chakra. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. Beautiful. I mean, I think that you're definitely connecting to your heart here with the Empress, Queen of Wands twice. You're working on the, the energy of your internal world, your home world. There's a lot of beautiful energy here, okay, for this reading. But I think it's all because you're connected to your heart. What Cancer is not connected to the heart? What Cancer is not connected to the emotions, right? No matter how deep and, negative or dark the emotion is, there's always love, no matter what, with the Cancer. So I think you're on the right track. I think this card is just saying, just connect to yourself, love yourself. These doubts, this lack mentality, this feeling of not being good enough, not being lovable, not feeling worth it, right? It's just like cut yourself some slack, be gentle with yourself. Tap into the heart, tap into the love, and you'll be okay. All right. All right, so I hope you got something out of this reading, and I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck to you guys. Happy holidays. Click the like button if you got anything out of today's reading. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber.